What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the house. Thunder Dragons had an impact at YCS Niagara Falls that many of us did not see coming. I called the deck Rogue at best, thinking about 3 would peek up into the top cut, and boy was I wrong. Star-studded duelists were taking the deck into action, and it really held up, and with just a simple 2-card combo, you can put 3 fusions out on board with Gold Sark and a Battery Man Boy. So what's going up? Book of Eclipse coming back. Haven't seen this in a while. Nekroz format, Zodiac format. We see this come out when decks can put a huge amount of monsters that happen to do things on the board. Or, you know, floodgate monsters with the Jin lock. So, in this case, we have 3 Thunder Dragon fusions crashing onto the board with just 2 cards of commitment. And that is pretty scary when it happens. Book of Eclipse is a going second option that allows you to flip them all face down, turn off that mistake on legs, let you access your deck, and continue your day, since most of Thunder Dragons seem to put themselves out with, I got hand traps and I got my Thunder Dragon effects, your move. So Book of Eclipse, a clever answer, and we see it really rising up there. $15 before $20 on these supers. I do know that the Starfoil / Shatterfoil is really hard to get from Battle Pack 3. That used to be the highest rarity. Billy really took forever to hunt them down. They were at $7 at one point, and we see the lowest here at $2.20. I don't think there will be that many available. There's quite a few, but it quickly does rise towards that $4 mark. So another rarity to consider as this stays up high for now, but we do see it also available $10, new listing at $15, etc. over here on eBay. So it's not like it's going completely insane crazy, but a nice double up for now that we'll see if it comes back down or not. Definitely a very strong option in this format. The going first card that you want to play, Dimensional Barrier, here has been pretty much bought out for the mega packs. I warned you guys on this one that this is coming. It's gonna happen. Even as a rogue status, you'll want this card, and we see it towards 533 for the first editions now. Over here, climbing on up a bit. I believe you could get the lowest at 350 when I was showing these, and now we see $6 on eBay for the mega pack alone. You still have the common version, and remember when those were dollars? Wasn't that nice? I told you to get them at dollars. Now $1.70 and almost towards $2 for the common as well. Really just flexing itself there. And of course, it's nice to have that cheaper variant to get, but people always like to hollow out their deck, even their side deck options. Now, Thunder Dragons themselves. Oh yeah, Colossus up here at 77. We see on eBay that it's towards 70, but interestingly enough, our other buddies are starting to go crazy. That's still 15 over here, but on TCG Player, trying to get 23. So a much better look at this card on eBay with new listers, but only 2 of those listings before it quickly rises towards 20 right now. So people are buying out the ones that pop up like that at 15 really quick. We look at Dragon Roar as well. Our buddy here is a pretty darn good card, and 13 on eBay as well. So these ultras are going relatively crazy compared to what we might have thought. Now, this is where I throw my sponsor under the bus a little. Hey, look who has them at $10.40, and it hasn't updated their prices since the YCS, since most of their other options were sold out. Well, you're gonna get some of the cheapest Titans on the market and some of the cheapest Dragon Wars on market over at Tier 0 Games. Once you hit $65 US about, you get free shipping. You can change it to US dollars up here, and it's same day delivery if you order before 1 p.m. So we're a little past that for today. And again, free shipping once you hit over 50. So maybe get your teammates that are looking for these cards and let them know pretty quick, because they've sold out of a lot of their better cards, and we got that 5% code for you guys down below. I'm never gonna tap my sponsor on the shoulder and tell them they have a card too cheap. I'm always gonna show you guys first. So maybe this is a kind of hazing thing for Tier 0 Games. We'll see if they still love me after this. They promised me something for you guys next Friday live stream, by the way. So they have enjoyed your business and have let me know they enjoy the community that they're actually watching in House of Champs, but I gotta do this to them. I have your best interest in heart at all points. So, do I think the ultras will stay up here and stay hype? I think eventually they're going to cool back down a little, but we have to see the representation. And I think heading towards the YCS, I believe it's Europe coming up, one of the European YCSs, They don't have Summon Sorcerers yet, so I think it's going to be mainly a showdown between Thunder Dragon and Sky Strikers, and Sky Strikers will be much more ready for them both, I think, in main deck and side deck, so it's going to be a very interesting showdown with that headed our way. Gold Sarcophagus, still pretty cheap over here for this variant of the common only, which is the one I did personally invest in. And we do see the rest of them kind of just heading on up. Cheapest near mint at, we have one at 236 before 270, but just one copy. So getting a playset's relatively hard of anything else. And we even see commons all the way up at... Where are they? The legendary deck commons, of course, up towards $4. So your cheapest commons are going to be these, but of course, hollowing it out, that's a little more expensive. Let's refresh here and actually see the high to low. Well, you can always get my Pharaoh Tour copy. I'll sell it a bit cheaper than $2,500, but we see a jump one up here. I do have a Pharaoh Tour copy. I'm not kidding. We have gold series here way up towards $20. And the original gold, of course, looking a little better. And I believe there's an ultra rare from one of the decks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's C. So it is ultra rare, not common. My bad. So, legendary decks, having it in here. Let's actually see what it's going for. These ultra rares. $5, not terrible for the ultra if you're not feeling the common, but again, 15 for a playset versus 6 if you're on a budget. Pretty different. We're also seeing Battery Man Solar finally trying to become kind of a real price for a common. Of course, if you're spending under $2 on commons, you kind of have to buy other things from these top-rated sellers. Not the hardest thing to do if you're already shopping and they happen to have it, but we're seeing it quickly become a 75-cent common. So, $2 playset ordered in. It is from Flood, so it's relatively recent, but Flood being kind of that power set that a lot of people can't get anymore very easily or at easy prices because impermanences were selling so well. Yes, a ton was ripped open, but now people are gathering them on up. Trap Trick was played in our Paleo deck that got top 4. Paleos did so insanely well. I don't think a lot of people saw that coming. People were calling this deck the worst Altergeist yet. Look at it flex, look at it come back. I've always said never underestimate Paleo. I feel like it's that one deck that people just kind of look at and they disregard. Now, Denko Sekka actually, I think, is rising a little as well because it's able to be run. It's a Thunder deck, but Trap Trick here allows you to resource pretty much any trap out of your deck that's a normal trap card. So no floodgate tricks there, but its price is relatively stable at 12, and a lot of people are asking me, should I get this now, sooner than later? I think it's a great card. I think it will go slowly down over time, but then it'll hit a point where it gets truly hyped. So kind of judge that for yourself. But with this YCS hype, it does seem a little stabilized compared to where I thought it would have fallen in the market. Definitely an amazing card. Once traps become more relevant, it gets even better, helps you search Dimensional Barrier if you're siding them and wanting to get to them faster, stuff like Artifact Sanctum. There are a ton of amazing normal trap cards that you can do it. And it's only, you can only activate the rest of the turn after this resolves. So you can activate traps before and then use Trap Trick when you need it. So it's not like it actually cuts you off to one trap per turn fully, but it does after you've activated it. Really great card. Amazing. Now, a bold prediction here, as it's already falling. We see it towards $62 for the lowest engage here. $60 on eBay. My thought is this is going to head down towards $50 very soon for engage as we head towards the next FNL list. Sky Strikers still have representation in the top cut. I think a lot of people are going to be scared of it being on the FNL list, the Forbidden Unlimited list, and I do think that as fewer people are topping with it, even with the hype from maybe the European YCS without Summon Sorceress, you're going to see this continue to kind of just chill out and fall down from ban list fears, and they're very rational, those ban list fears, so I think Sky Striker, the engine, its time is slowly coming, and a lot of people feel that way too. But whenever you are going against a future Forbidden Unlimited list, you are gambling. How many lists did Spiral survive? Too many. So do keep that in mind as well. Widow Anchor was back up towards 28, falling just a tad as, Engage is. I feel like you are playing mostly Sky Striker the deck with this, as I've said many times before, and I just see it continuing to fall. But let me know in the comment section below what you think. Do you think that Sky Strikers are going to keep going down slowly now and head towards that 50 that I'm saying? Or do you think they're going to kind of stabilize here, and then maybe that YCS without a Summon Sorceress is going to give it some extra hype where we see representation from it? All this is kind of gamble talk. Like, we never know what's really going to turn out and show up at a tournament, but I think we can look at the past data and move forward thinking that. Thanks for watching today's Market Watch. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy the conversation, and let me know what you think even if you did not agree with me. I do want to hear you guys out. Sometimes there's a really good point that I didn't think of, and I would love to go ahead and hear it. And I'll maybe talk more about the Danger hype. I think I was more on point, like Dangers. They seem like they're really good. I think they were missing a little something. No, the something missing was just the deck builds and FTKs and all the crazy stuff, but definitely good job to Spirals getting in there even with Dangers. There's so many interesting things happening in this meta, so a lot's going to be happening on the market. I'll be updating the Patreon, also with that exclusive Market Watch feed that does later get featured on here, so be sure to check on there already if you're a Patreon. Thank you.